Hi everyone, I'm Sophie coming to you from Paris, France. Today I'm going to show you guys how to do the French knot, which you can use for a lot of different flowers and different things. I'm gonna show you how to do a French knot, and then we're gonna kind of construct little flowers like these. So what you'll need is your embroidery needle, a pencil or fabric marker or chalk, scissors, your fabric and embroidery hoop if you have one. I'm just using the one we've been doing the last few weeks. You'll need some embroidery thread. I'm using two, using some yellow here for the inside, inside, which will be the French knots, and then I'll use this kind of beige for the petals. Yeah, and so what we'll start doing is kind of drawing our motif, our little flower to begin. So I'm going to do it kind of loosely because I kind of like doing things a little loose and just seeing where my needle goes. So I've drawn my little flower. Now I'm going to just show you how to do a French knot on its own. So you got to thread your needle. I already have a piece of thread already cut, but usually I like to have it no longer than arm's length so it doesn't cause any tangling. Then we'll make a little knot, and I'm going to show you guys how to do the French knot by itself. So you start from the back, you go through, and now it's a little bit complicated, and I hope that the camera will be able to show it well. Let's see. So you will take your left hand or your right hand, whichever one you don't use the needle with, you're going to take the thread from the bottom and keep holding it the whole time. Then you'll take your needle and you'll wrap it around the thread 1, 2, 3 times, like so. And you're going to put it back near the hole that you had done before. And keep holding this here, it's very important. And you pull through the needle, all the while still holding the thread until it gets to the bottom. And there you go, you have your little French knot. So then you do a knot in the back. Like so. And cut that off. Super. So now we'll do this little flower here. We're going to fill the whole inside circle with probably like 4 or 5 little French knots. So again, make a knot at the bottom of your thread. And then I think I'm going to start with the first one in the one of the sides and kind of go around the circle. But sometimes I like to start in the middle and then kind of have this one middle knot and kind of build around the middle knot. But here I think I'm going to do a kind of circle which will fill everything. So we go through the fabric from the back, we hold that piece again, very important, and we wrap 1, 2, 3, and then poke it. Oop. So 1, 2, 3, and poke it back in as close as you can. Try not to put it in the same hole, otherwise the fabric will just go back, or the thread will go back through. Again, hold it until close to the end. There you go. I might only need like 3 little knots. So there we go, we have our first one. Now I'm gonna go next to it. And go back up. Hold on to my thread. And 1, 2, 3, and go back down as close as possible to that first hole. Again, holding the thread until the end. There you go. We've got our second little French knot. Go back up. Hold the thread. Go 1, 2, 3, and back down as close to that hole as possible. Like so. Let's see what it looks like. I kind of like it with just the 3, so I think I'll keep it like that. I'm going to make a knot on the back, kind of trying to catch one of my previous stitches, and into the loop, pull, do that same thing again, and pull, and then cut it, like so. So now we have the center of our flower. You can add as much as you want, it could be bigger too. I'm just going to do 3 little guys. Now I'm going to take some of this thread, this pink guy, to do the petals. So pull it usually about twice. So again, about arm's length. Thread that guy. There you go. Make a knot at the end, and there we go. And now we'll do the petals. So we start from the bottom or the center of the flower. We go up. Sorry. And we go to a point where our first petal will be. So go down, and then go back into the center and kind of go a little bit further than that first stitch that you put. And this time you're going to go back in to that previous stitch right there in the same hole. So we have our first petal. And so you go around all the way, starting from the middle like so, going to a top point, then back in the center, and back in that same hole, I'm pretty much creating kind of little triangles. So you go around the whole center like that. Back in that same hole. Point. Oops, sorry. Get that. Oop. Sorry, I'm trying to do it a little quickly, just so that you guys get an idea of what it will look like in the end. There you go. I think this will be my last petal for this little flower. There you go. Feel pretty happy with it. And then you'll make a knot in the back again, grabbing one of your last stitches, putting it through the loop. Oop, doing that again. Like so, and then cutting it, and you're done. There you go. So now you have 3 little French knots and some nice little petals. There you go. So I hope you guys are kind of building your own little floral pattern. I haven't really gotten to working much on mine this week, but maybe I'll do some of that this weekend. So I'm thinking next week I will show you guys how to make this little piece of rosemary that is using the chain stitch, which we haven't looked at yet. Yeah, so there you go. I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe, and enjoy doing some embroidery. Thank you. Bye.